Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all well. This is Lifestyle Critic, where we break down movies and TV shows into their core elements. And in this video we are going to be reviewing Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. Now this was a really good movie. I mean, the shocking death at the end was so unexpected and so mind-blowing. You got to see Voldemort's plan getting a lot more deeper. You get to see Draco turning to the dark side. You get to see the Snape reveal. The Ron and Hermione love triangle / love square gets a lot deeper, and you also get to see Harry and Dumbledore teaming up and working together to solve some mysteries. But that being said, I did feel like this movie was definitely missing something, and it really did feel a lot more like a filler setup film for the Deathly Hallows, and the reveal at the end in terms of who is the Half-Blood Prince I thought was just really anticlimactic. But that being said, it is an enjoyable film, and I'm going to be breaking down everything to do with this movie for you in this video review. So from a storyline point of view, similar to Goblet of Fire, this film also doesn't have an opening scene with the Dursleys and with Dudley, which is pretty disappointing. But that being said, we instead see that Snape has actually been a mole and is working on Voldemort's team and has been evil all along, which is really shocking. And we also get to see Harry trying to hit on a girl, but Dumbledore is a bit of a cockblocker and stops him and takes him instead to try and recruit a character called Slughorn to be able to join Hogwarts. You also see that Draco Malfoy is joining the Death Eaters and is now becoming a lot darker, and so his rivalry with Harry takes a much more sinister turn. Harry also gets his hand on a previous student's potion book who was known as the Half-Blood Prince, who was an absolute mastermind, and as a result Harry is able to complete all of the potion quizzes and all of that sort of stuff really well, and as a result wins the Liquid Luck potion that he uses later on in this film. Speaking of which, Harry and Dumbledore are also teaming up and trying to work out how they can defeat Voldemort once and for all. Similarly to Goblet of Fire and Order of the Phoenix and the next few movies as well, there is a shocking death in this film, and it really does put a chill down your spine, especially when Harry is screaming at the person that killed him, which I think is really powerful. And from the Ron and Hermione side, their love story takes another turn as there's some new love interests in the mix, which is really hilarious. So you have Cormac, who is really interested in Hermione, and you also have Lavender, who is interested in Ron, and their little love square definitely brings some comic relief to this film. So from a storyline point of view, whilst it does feel a little bit filler in some moments, it definitely is able to hold its own as well. So from a casting characters point of view, all of the cast in this film are brilliant as ever. So let's go through them one by one. So first up we have Daniel Radcliffe, who returns as Harry Potter. He's definitely the top student in the potions class, thanks to the Half-Blood Prince's book. And he also sees that Draco Malfoy is entering the dark side, so their rivalry definitely takes a sinister turn. And I really love the relationship that he has with Albus Dumbledore, and they make a really cool duo throughout this film as they're trying to stop Voldemort once and for all. Emma Watson and Rupert Grint also return as Hermione and Ron. And like I said before, their love interest storyline continues with new characters entering into that mix, namely Cormac, who is played by Freddie Storma, and the Lavender character. And Ron also has a bit of a rivalry with the Cormac character on the field, as well as they are both trying to compete for the keeper position as part of the school. So that's really interesting for both of their characters' point of view. Alan Rickman is also back as the Professor Snape character. And like I said, it's so shocking when you find out that this character has been evil all along. And finally we have Albus Dumbledore, and like I said before, I really like the relationship that he has with Harry Potter. The two of them make such a great duo, and it's really nice to see that this character is having a more of an active role in terms of stopping Voldemort, as opposed to being a bit of a mentor figure in the background. So from a casting character's point of view overall, Half-Blood Prince is actually pretty awesome. So from a visuals point of view, as with each Harry Potter film, the visuals and the cinematography definitely gets better and better, and this film is definitely no exception. I mean, it opens up with the brilliant Millennium Bridge being destroyed scene by all of the Death Eaters, speaking of which they are also back at the end of this film, and those scenes are really cool. The shocking death looks absolutely brilliant as well. I really like when Harry and Dumbledore are going on missions and quests, going to different locations, trying to work out how they can stop Voldemort. The duels between Harry and Draco definitely took a more sinister turn in this film as well. All of the Half-Blood Prince potion book can give Harry look really cool, and the Quidditch match was really great as well. This time Ron was definitely the one that was leading this, and his rivalry with the Cormac character looked really, really great as well. So from a visuals point of view, Half-Blood Prince looked awesome. So in terms of comparisons, I do feel like this film is very character driven, but like I said in the beginning, I do feel like it's missing something. I do think it's better than The Order of the Phoenix, and probably at the same level as Prisoner of Azkaban, but definitely not as good as the bookend movies, namely the first two and the last two. Speaking of the Deathly Hallows, I feel like this film definitely does set up that film really, really well, which definitely allows that movie to just kick off in such an amazing way. Deathly Hallows is such a great movie, but we'll review that another day. As far as Half-Blood Prince goes, I'd definitely say it's in the middle. So overall, I must say I was a little bit disappointed by the Half-Blood Prince film. I think the other movies in the Harry Potter series are so much stronger, and I was just hoping for the final reveal in terms of who is the Half-Blood Prince to be a lot better than it was, but like I said before, it was really anticlimactic. But that being said, I thought the duo peers were really great in this film, such as Harry and Dumbledore working together, the Professor Snape character and Draco Malfoy having their little storyline as well, and also Ron and Hermione definitely had their own separate storyline, which was really, really great. I was hoping for a few more spectacular moments in this film, but that being said, they did reserve them for Deathly Hallows, which this film brilliantly set up, and like I said, the shocking death at the end of this movie was definitely one that put a chill down your spine. And so for all of those reasons, I'm going to give it a solid 6 out of 10. I'd love to hear what you think, so please let me know in the comment section below. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you in my next video.